your case, the pro bono. I won.
How exciting for you. But like I said, it's just a pro bono case. It's not going to help your career.
I did also manage to sign 15 new clients who are all suing for the same harassment, and they will be paying. So you can multiply this number times 15. It's not bad for rookie league.
How the hell did you know they were the police?
I read this novel in elementary school. Cops are staking out a hotel. One of them dresses as a bellhop, the other is a man in a suit. And it was the exact same thing.
You read a novel in elementary school.
What? I like to read.
And why'd you ask them what time it was?
Throw him off. I mean, what kind of drug dealer asks a cop what time it is when he's got a briefcase full of pot, right?
We should hire you. Jesus, I'd give you the 25 grand as a signing bonus.
I'll take it.
Unfortunately, we only hire from Harvard. And you not only did not go to Harvard Law School, you haven't even gone to any law school.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
I'd say you're full of crap.
That's a Barbary legal handbook right there, right? Open it up. Read me something. Anything.
Civil liability associated with agency is based on several factors,
Including the deviation of the agent from his path, the reasonable inference of agency on behalf of the plaintiff, and the nature of the damages themselves.
How did you know that?
I learned it when I studied for the bar.
Okay, hotshot. Fire up this laptop. I'm gonna show you what a Harvard attorney can do. Pick a topic.
Stock option backdating.
Although backdating options is legal, violations arise related to disclosures under IRC Section 409A.
You forgot about Sarbanes-Oxley.
The statute of limitations renders Sarbanes-Oxley moot post-2007.
Well, not if you can find actions to cover up the violation as established in the Sixth Circuit, May 2008.
It's impressive, but you're sitting at a computer.
Playing hearts. Sorry, if you want to beat me, you're gonna have to do it as something else.
How can you know all that?
I told you, I like to read. And once I read something, I understand it. And once I understand it, I never forget it.
Why take the bar?
This dickhead bet me I couldn't pass it without going to law school.
Okay, look, this is all pretty fascinating stuff, but I'm afraid I gotta get back to work. I'll make sure that Serpico isn't around waiting for you. You want this job so much, why don't you just go to law school?
When I was in college, it was my dream to be a lawyer. I needed some money, and Trevor convinced me to memorize this math test and sell it. Turns out we sold it to the dean's daughter. I lost my scholarship, I got kicked out of school, I got knocked into a different life. And I have been wishing for a way back ever since.
Let me tell you something. This isn't elementary school. This is hard work, long hours, high pressure. I need a grown goddamn man.
You give me this, and I will work as hard as it takes to school those Harvard douches and become the best lawyer you have ever seen.
I'm inclined to give you a shot, but what if I decide to go another way?
I'd say that's fair. And sometimes I like to hang out with people who aren't that bright, you know, just to see how the other half lives.
Move over. I'm emailing the firm. I just found our next associate.
Louis told me what you did at the club.
I bet he didn't tell you the whole story.
He told me enough to impress me. New business is hard. People will promise you the world, but until they sign that engagement letter, it means nothing. Now, I don't know what you told Tom Keller, but bring a client in at your age, that reminds me of Harvey.
Jessica, Before we get started, there's something in the retainer that Tom pointed out.
It's not a big deal, really. We were just...
No. Like I said, we're here to make you happy, right?
I thought you wanted nothing to do with him.
I didn't. But then I thought about it. He might not be a very good person, but a little deviousness is the sort of thing you look for in a good lawyer. I mean, the other guy I was with, he was too nice. We were buddies. We went to school together. It's time I grew up. I got a real shark.
Well, I had no intention of being that way to get your business.
That's exactly why I insisted that you be my point man. I want someone being devious for me, not to me. What?
It's just, Lewis never would have told Jessica that I existed, let alone that I helped him if you hadn't done that.
Anyway, I see it. If the three of us stick together, we'll make a pretty good team.
Oh, you brought a sack lunch. We would have shared.
Amusing.
As was this, your little lawsuit.
Take your sack of presents and run, kid. You're in way over your head.
Oh, I think he'll be just fine. Hello, Vivian.
Hello. So the rookie called in the veteran.
No, I'm just here to watch. I love spectator sports.
You enjoy watching the Yankees destroy a little league team?
David and Goliath happens to be one of my favorite stories.
Okay. I'll bite. What's in the bag?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, do you recognize this carpet?
Make him get that out of here.
This is your own carpet, Mr. Karinsky. It's from Frank Carvello's apartment. Come on. You feel the fibers, the texture. It's almost alive.
You brought bed bugs in here.
Whoa. That's vandalism, assault.
You know, I'm happy that you put it that way because that's exactly what we're going to be charging your client with.
What are you talking about?
He didn't just fail to eradicate a bedbug infestation. He actually created one. Yeah, he pulled the carpet from one of his old buildings, carpet that was already infested, and then he reinstalled it in my client's apartment to drive him out.
That's crazy.
You might want to warn your client about perjury. We've got sworn testimony from the installer.
And a picture of the same carpet from one of his old buildings before it was renovated. By the way, my wife and I really love what you've done with the place. So it looks like we're talking about what? Assault, violations of rental codes, health codes, and just basic codes of human decency.
And if a jury in New York heard all that, wow, imagine the damages.
Harvey, spectate, please.
Just get that carpet out of here.
So, Vivian, how am I doing for my first time? This still counts as my first time, doesn't it? Now, let's talk about how much this is going to cost you.
Is counsel ready to proceed with opening statements?
We'd like to submit a settlement agreement,
Plaintiff
Your
is
Honor.
ready, Your Honor.
Which is it, counselor?
The counsel for the plaintiff and I agreed to a settlement yesterday.
He must have misunderstood. We had discussed, but I never agreed to anything.
Do you have a signed agreement?
No?
Then we are ready to proceed. You have the floor.
Thank you. On March 31st, 2010, Sydney Thompson was unwittingly recorded on a cell phone. She made a joke, the type of joke that I'm sure every person in this courtroom has made at one point or another. Yet, she was fired. She was fired. And yet, she was fired. Not only deserves her job back, 9 suspects were damaged.
Mr. Ross. Mr. Ross. Are you ready?
The defense... According to Bowmaster v. Whiteley, if the party to a settlement is surprised by the repudiation of the settlement, then the court must provide reasonable amount of time to prepare for the trial.
Reasonable time.
Yes, Your Honor.
You get 5 minutes.
The defendant wishes to countersue.
On what grounds?
I believe that's my line, counselor.
Defamation of character. The plaintiff's video negatively impacted the perception of Lena Lunders and impaired her financial well-being.
That's ridiculous, Your Honor. In order for there to be defamation, the statements made would have had been false. That's not the case here.
Then you should have no problem proving that in court.
Countersuit is allowed.
Are you serious?
Would you like to approach the bench and find out how serious I am?
Your Honor, the defense should have filed counterclaims before the trial began.
Yes, he should have. But no one in this crop of associates had the foresight to do so. And we drafted a whole addendum just because we assumed one of you would. So I'm going to allow it. Do you have a problem with that?
No, Your Honor.
This is now a defamation trial. You have until Friday to prepare.
$30,000. That is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. It's as much as they've ever paid for a freelance pitch.
But those people also got credit, which helped them sell their next idea for more.
I thought you said you were worried you'd never have another good idea. Myra, this is the best deal you're gonna get.
I'm not exactly sure that's true.
No, trust me, it is.
You said you're in the middle of a merger and that I'm an inconvenience. I did my research. It's a huge merger.
I told you that to help you.
You told me that to bully me. You only tried to help later.
And I succeeded, which is why you have a check for $30,000 in your hands.
Do you believe that was my idea? I know you do. That's why you agreed to help.
What's your point?
My point is, Leslie was my boss, but I thought we were friends. So when she asked me to trust her, I did. And she betrayed me. Can you imagine what that would be like?
I think I figured out a way to get everybody what they want.
That's good. What's she doing here?
She's here to get what she wants.
Which is what exactly?
Credit?
That's all Myra's looking for. So just admit that you remember the pitch and that you know what you did.
I have no intention of doing that because it's not true.
So you'd be willing to take a lie detector test to that effect, then?
I most certainly will not. And I don't appreciate being spoken to like this by my own counsel.
Well, the thing is, Leslie, that Myra's not the only one who signed an agreement with Drecker Publishing. So did you. And that agreement gives them the right to terminate you if you refuse to submit to a polygraph. And I happen to represent them, not you.
I took it. I was under the gun. I was entitled to it, so I took it.
You offered me advice, and I trusted you.
She's threatened by you, Myra. It's not a good choice of mentor. Now, look, you got the credit you wanted, so sign the deal.
Oh, I want public credit, not credit in here. This doesn't do me any good.
I thought you might say that, which is why I have spent the last 24 hours scanning the entire Drecker Publishing catalog. Robert Fallow, Jonathan Dakin, and my personal favorite, Lester Collins. Any one of them could have been written on the basis of your pitch, but they weren't because they were written years before it.
Are you saying I plagiarized them?
No, I'm saying there's nothing new under the sun. Now, I suggest you sign that deal and go home. Otherwise, we're going to countersue for plagiarizing your pitch from our previous works.
But it's not true.
It's no less legitimate than claiming we stole something you gave us the rights to. And more importantly, it puts you over a barrel, which is where you think you have us. Myra, you want to be a writer? Then write. But don't ever threaten me or my firm again.
We need to get him away from his father.
I need to get him away. I set the hearing and I'm gonna win.
I'm hearing a lot of eyes in there.
Harvey.
This isn't housing court. This is a kid's life.
I know that, and the only reason you know that is because I gave a shit about this kid's life in the first place.
You think I didn't think I was smarter than the guy I started working for? I did, and I was. And I waited my goddamn turn.
Harvey, I'm ready. It's time to let me out of the game. You've asserted that as a parent, you have certain rights. Did those include the right to discipline Marco as you see fit?
Every parent has that right.
The right to teach your child a lesson?
Yes.
When he defies you?
If need be.
And if need be, do you get angry? Do you fly off the handle? Do you become abusive?
No, I would never go that far.
Mr. Mendoza, would you agree that along with those rights, you have certain responsibilities as a parent?
Of course.
The responsibility to keep your son healthy?
Marco gets up every day at 4:30 to train. I think that one's covered.
The responsibility to keep your son safe?
That's the first job of every parent.
Let's talk about May 18th of last year. You took your son to the hospital where he was treated for severe dehydration.
Rushed my son to keep him safe.
What I'm interested in is how he got dehydrated in the first place.
He was running laps.
And hadn't you had an argument about going pro the night before?
Yes.
And you wanted to teach him a lesson, as was your right.
What?
He questioned your authority, didn't he? He's done it before, hasn't he? And you don't like that, do you?
You are twisting this.
You got angry, you flew off the handle, and you became abusive.
Objection, badgering.
Easy, Mr. Ross.
Markle has never called 911. He's never reported me to social services. He's never complained to anyone.
They never do.
You think I put my own son in the hospital?
Oh, I've read this report. I know you did, and I know you will again.
You are a lying little piece of shit.
And there it is.
Mr. Mendoza, that's enough.
No further questions.
You here to talk about Anderton software? Because your 24-hour Liberty Rail Pass is up.
Then I guess it's a good thing that just came in the mail for me.
What is it?
Maintenance records showing they replaced the heat sensors on all of their trains within 6 weeks after the derailment. Now, why would they do that if they never failed a safety test?
They wouldn't.
Which means Joe Henderson was telling the truth.
I can think of 3 different ways they'll explain this away.
Not if we can get them on record before they know we have it.
And why don't they know we have it?
The same way I didn't know they got Joe Henderson sealed records.
Which means you did something sketchy.
Harvey, do you want to spend all night asking me exactly what I did or did not do, or do you want to help me right a wrong?
Donna, set a deposition with Liberty Rail and tell them this time you won't just be Mike.
I'm on it.
Before the derailment, Liberty Rail conducted tests on the heat sensors on its trains. Is that correct?
Of course we did.
And why was that?
We run tests on all our systems. It's routine.
And the finding of that report is that there were no problems with the heat sensors.
Are you going to just ask questions that you already know the answers to?
It's routine.
There weren't any problems with the sensors.
And do you routinely replace the heat sensors?
Yes. We replace them every 5 years as part of our regularly scheduled maintenance.
And when was the last regularly scheduled maintenance?
That would be 2 years ago.
And you wouldn't fix something that wasn't broken, right?
Of course not. I'm not in the business of wasting money, gentlemen.
I'm a bit confused. If you're not in the business of wasting money and there was nothing wrong with those sensors, then why did you just replace all of them?
They didn't replace all of them.
I think we'd like your client to answer that question.
You're in a bit of a pickle, Richard. You don't know whether to say you did or you didn't.
Of course, you could roll the dice with your own life just like you did with other people's.
But the truth is, it doesn't matter because you already said on camera you didn't replace those sensors.
And we have these.
Where'd you get these?
I'll tell you what I told Joe Henderson. It doesn't matter where they came from. It just matters that they're here.
I need to talk to my client.
That's a good idea. You should discuss how many zeros you're gonna write on that check.
And one more thing. You're not only gonna write a check, you're gonna write a public admission because people died in that crash.
That's not how this works.
That's how it works today.
You really gonna force them to make a public admission?
Damn right I am.
What are you, Mahatma Gandhi?
Somebody has to be. You were too busy demanding a bunch of zeros.
Well, I was just looking out for you. These suits don't pay for themselves.
No, they don't. Mike, great job. You really stepped it up.
Thanks, Harvey. I think you might be starting to come into your own, too. Robert, I'm glad you're here.
What the hell did you do?
What are you talking about? I went to see Emma Powell, but I swear to God, I did not undermine the settlement.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you going behind my back to Arcadian.
I didn't do that.
Oh, you expect me to believe that after all the shit you told me the last time I saw you?
You can believe it or not, but I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
Then who did?
I did. You said if he colluded with Arcadian, then we could shove a bigger settlement down their throats. But he didn't have to collude, because Arcadian already had access to that settlement.
Which makes it insider trading anyway.
And I pointed out to them that if they were to divest their shares to our clients who don't have insider knowledge, then they've done nothing wrong. No harm done.
The harm is you lost me my client and made me look like a fool.
No, Robert, they did that by not telling you what they did.
Which means the client you lost was breaking the law. And worse than that, they were lying to their lawyer.
So you think this is funny?
No, I don't. I think your future son-in-law trusted you had nothing to do with it, and then saved your ass from committing a crime.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And you have my condolences.
For what?
For having to deal with him.
Oh, you have no idea.
Hey, right here. I'm standing right here.
So you got yourself an office.
That's not as nice as the one I had, but...
It's still a step up.
You mean because it's smaller or because the view is worse?
I mean, because it's my old office.
You're shitting me.
Look in the top left drawer.
You're serious?
I am.
Donna said she did this.
She had the idea to give you an office. It was my idea to give you this office.
And it just happened to be empty.
Something like that.
Right.
It's good to have you back where you belong.
As managing partner, I am officially giving you your first case.
Oh my God.
What?
It's tradition that the managing partner give all new junior partners their first case.
Is that what this is?
Yes, it is. Congratulations, Mike. It may not be what I wanted, but I really did mean it when I said you deserve it.
Thank you, Jessica.
Can't say no many lawyers who bike to work.
Old habit. Helps me clear my head before I start a new trial.
Whatever it does, I'd say it's working.
You were in the courtroom. 6 rows back, 3 seats in.
I was. Andy Forsyth.
Like Ross.
I know. In fact, you're the reason I took a red-eye from Seattle.
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm about to take on the largest health insurer on the West Coast. And I'm building a firm of my own. And from that Times article, you sound like the kind of guy I want as a partner.
Well, if you really read that article, you know I already have a job. Not really looking to leave.
Not yet, but it's inevitable.
How is it inevitable?
Because eventually you're going to be in a position where it's your job to defend the indefensible.
Look, I'm flattered, but I'm in the middle of a case right now. And the clinic that I'm partnered up with does not have the resources. I'm sorry, but I'm not just going to abandon them.
You won't have to. You just put the fear of God on the other side. They're going to want to settle this thing by tomorrow.
And if they don't?
Let me lay this out for you. I'm looking to start a firm that takes on the big guys without relying on funding from anyone. This is the case that's going to make that happen. And when it's over, I want someone to run the place. And that person is you. And before you say anything, Rachel Zane can run her right by your side.
Mike, what are you doing here? I didn't think I'd see you till my first day.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing here. You may be moving to Seattle, but you don't have a job yet.
I get it. You want to interview me?
Well, I don't see another way around it. Otherwise, how am I going to know what I'm getting?
You want to know what you're getting? You're getting a guy who doesn't like to hang out with people that aren't that bright. You know, just to see how the other half lives.
All right. Well, let me tell you something. This isn't elementary school. This is high pressure, long hours. I need a grown goddamn man.
Well, I see you've got a Barbary legal handbook there.
So this whole thing?
Go ahead. Open it. Any page. Ask me anything.
You really want to keep going with this?
No, I won't know a thing.
Well, did you at least bring a briefcase full of wheat?
No, but I know a guy.
Coffee cart.
You got it.
You're hired. You want to go see him for old time's sake?
There'll be plenty of time for that in Seattle.
Well, I'll see you there, Harvey.
Hey.
Yeah.
You give me this chance, I promise you I will school those Harvard douches and be the best lawyer you've ever seen.
Okay, but you gotta lose the fat tie. First impressions last. You get stuck behind a fat tie, you're never gonna get out in front.